to make further comments on the message that she has given. The Honorable Senator appreciates the President as a great devolutionist or a proponent of devolution, and she says that he has implemented and actualized devolution as captured in the Constitution of Kenya, 2010. And she also appreciates the other leaders, His Excellency, the President, other leaders who work with His Excellency, the President. That is His Excellency, Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, Honorable Raila Odinga, Honorable Mudavadi and Wetangula, and other Kenyans from all walks who have joined hands so that they can entrench the devolution principle for the people. She goes on to say, to quote a wise man who said, "In order to secure a great future, you start by empowering the present youth." And this is her concern for the empowerment of the youth. And she sees that the Constitution has provisions that provide for solutions to the youth problems that they face. And she's hoping that that desire in the Constitution is achieved. She also mentions the issue of corruption, which is, of course, a major problem in the country. And she hopes that there will be a solution to the issue through other processes which we have initiated as a country. She also addresses matters of land. And she says that her office has received many complaints from the public about processing of title deeds processing of searches for title deeds and the title deeds and other land documents. She sees the Constitution addressing the issue of land also through the Land Act and other laws. And she's urging the House, this House that is, and the county government as a whole to partner with her in resolving the many outstanding land issues in the county. And she cites the Portland in Mavoko, Muri Farm in Dithine, Matungulu Farm in Muthesia, Kenjen land in Kiva, Kapiti Plains land in Chumfi, Kimiti land in Matungulu, Dramville land in Mudhwani, Miwongoni land in Katelembu, and she says those are just a few. And she also calls upon the Land Registrar, Machakos County, and the County Commissioner to prioritize the issue of the printed titles to wananchi so that they can make use of them. She goes further to refer to Article 96 of the Constitution, which gives the office of the Senator the power of representation and oversight of resources allocated to counties, and to make sure that every coin is accounted for by county governments. She says that in this regard, there is a special audit on COVID-19 funds, which have proved without doubt, she says, that money was not properly used and accounted for. And she talks of double payments of allowances to some staff and COVID-19 national team allowances. She talks of the audit having revealed that a total of 1.9 million to 526 people, which could not be traced in the suspend or payment schedules. She talks of medical allowances to non-medical staff made. And she says that in this regard, she requests the governor to provide an explanation backed up with evidence to let them understand how it happened. Apparently, that is with reference to our county. She further cites Section 87(1) of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015, which requires that before the expiry of the period during which tenders must remain valid, the accounting officer of the procuring entity should notify in writing the person submitting the successful tender that their tender has been accepted. She states that there is no evidence that the county government of Machakos issued notifications to both successful and unsuccessful bidders for this 19.1 million tender awarded to Bayenge Enterprise Limited for the supply of non-pharmaceuticals as per the audit. She says that those issues, among others, are in the special audit report of the Auditor General on the COVID-19 funds utilization, which is dated December 2020. And she says those are matters of concern of the Senate as an oversight agency on behalf of the people of this county. She also addresses, she says there is an issue also of harassment of Mwananchi by the inspectorate officers who are supposed to protect them. And she says that was brought to her attention. And she cites an issue that occurred on 9th of April 2021, where some inspectorate officers are said to have erected an unauthorized roadblock at Machakos Showground along Machakos Chumfi Road. And then she says that those officers threw the spiked metal bar towards a matatu that braked immediately, drifted off the road, hitting a Maruti PSV that was on the road. And she says the Maruti was damaged, travelers got minor injuries, and one lady broke her leg. And she sees that as a rogue act, and she says that those officers need to be brought to justice so that such incidences don't occur in future. She also says that she received complaints and reports of poor medical services and lack of medicine in county hospitals. And she says that when health services are devolved, money is normally allocated for every county to cater for each county, and that as a senator should wish to see the money used or the money in action in order to give the great people of Machakos standard health care. I guess it should be quality health care, health services. And so she indicates that when people are healthy, when our people are healthy, that will translate into a healthy economy as well. And she also cites the case of unpaid community health workers and the striking level 5 hospital cleaners. She says there are striking level 5 hospital cleaners, and she says that is an ISO that demands resolution by the House and the county executive. And so she calls upon all of us, the assembly and the county executive, to move with speed and address the matter. By way of concluding, she takes the opportunity to congratulate and thank the county health workers for doing a good job during the COVID-19 pandemic. She says that they have been at the front line to protect the people, and she does not understand why some of them have not received their allowances up to now, when there are some persons who have been double paid as per the special audit. So she says finally she wishes to request each and every one of you members to carry out your duties and responsibilities diligently to ensure a prosperous Machakos County. And she promises to work closely with this assembly in the spirit of consultation, and she will perform her duties which the people of Machakos have entrusted her with. And she reminds us that COVID is still very real, And so we should not forget to wear a mask, to wash our hands, to sanitize regularly, and to get vaccinated when the chance arises. She prays to God to bless you as she thanks you, and also prays to God to bless Machakos and to bless Kenya. That is the message, honorable members, from the County Senator, Honorable Agnes Kavintu. Mr. Clerk, proceed.
Order number 4, petitions.
Just a moment, honorable members. I just wanted to confirm, members, that the paper, the message, has already been put in your pigeonholes. What I was doing was tabling it before you, and so you will interact with it, and you will still make also comments on a later date. We will provide the opportunity. So check on your pigeonholes. We can carry on, Mr. Clerk.
Order number 4, petitions.
Proceed, please.
Order number 5, papers.
Honorable members, under this order we had 2 papers. The first one was to be on the Senator's message by Honorable Mita, which I have already done by way of reading the message to you as it's supposed to be. And so the next paper to be laid will be by Honorable Kamitu on the budget estimates.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I'm Alex Kamitu, MC at Alawad and leader of Minority Party in this Honorable House. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Wednesday, 26th May 2021, budget estimates for the financial year 2021/2022 from the Executive. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kamitu. We have received the paper. Then we proceed to next order.
Order number 6, notice of motion.
Honorable members, under this order, we would have had 2 notices of motions. The first by Honorable Mita, which we have addressed under order 3, messages. And so now the next one is going to be, actually it was only 1, so it has already been addressed under order 3. Thank you. Proceed, Mr. Clerk.
Order number 7, statements.
Proceed, please.
Order number 8, motion, alteration of assembly calendar approved on 10th March 2021.
Thank you, honorable members. Under this motion, it's a motion that originates from the House Business Committee, and it's going to be processed by Honorable Kamitu Alex, leader Minority Party.
Once again, Honorable Speaker, I'm here to give all the motion that is alteration of assembly calendar approved on 10th March 2021. Honorable Speaker, that aware that the calendar enables the assembly to plan the execution of its business, and it sets out a schedule of days for the House sittings and days of recess. Aware that Standing Order number 24/1 provides that the regular sessions of the Assembly shall commence on the 2nd Tuesday of February and terminate on the 1st Thursday of December. Honorable Speaker, further, aware that Standing Order number 25/1 requires the House Business Committee, with the approval of the Assembly, to draw up the calendar of the Assembly. Aware that Standing Order number 25/2 provides that Once the calendar of the Assembly is approved by the House, it shall be published in the Gazette, the Assembly website, and at least 2 newspapers of the national circulation. Further Standing Orders number 25 sub 4 provides that despite the provisions of the Standing Order number 25 sub 2, the Assembly may, by resolutions, alter its calendar or the adjournment of date. Honorable Speaker, Standing Order number 151 sub 5A provides that the House Business Committee shall prepare and, if necessary, from time to time, adjust the Assembly calendar with the approval of the Assembly. The committee prepared an Assembly calendar for the 5th sessions and was approved by the House on the 10th March 2021. The committee has prepared amendments to the calendar as a result of COVID-19 third wave interruptions. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that, pursuant to Standing Order number 25 sub 4, this House resolves to alter its calendar regular sessions for the 5th sessions 2021 as adopted on Wednesday, March 10th, 2021, as per the report of the House Business Committee on the amendments to the calendar of the Assembly for the 5th session tabled in the House today, 26th May 2021. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kamitu.
I now call upon, Madam Speaker, I now call upon Honorable Ndawa, who is a member of the House Committee, to second the motion. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Ndawa. Thank you. Yes, Honorable Ndawa has seconded by bowing, reserving his right to comment later. We have a report, Honorable Kamitu, on this. And what I want us to do, Honorable Kamitu, we will be very brief on this report. You can do the introduction.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for your guidance. There is the report of House Committee on amendments to calendar of the Second Assembly for the 5th session, adopted by the House on 10th March 2021. Madam Speaker, looking at the time, I would request you, Madam Speaker, that in regard to, we leave about the introduction, that is the preface, the mandate of the committee, because the Honorable House knows their mandate and even the committee composition. And Madam Speaker, with your permission, if I can go straight to, because of the time, if I can go straight to amendments to the calendar of the year.
Indeed, I agree with you. I'd actually said you do introduction. There's no need. The members know that committee and its work. So
thank
go
you.
to the amendments proposed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Then 2.1, that is the 5th sessions of the Assembly. Honorable Speaker, the 5th session of the Assembly commenced on 9th February 2021. This House continued to be in session up to 10th March 2021, when it adjourned for short recess pursuant to the approved calendar of the Assembly. The House was to resume its sittings on 5th April 2021 as per the calendar of the Assembly, but continued to be on recess as a result of interruption of COVID-19 third wave. Honorable Speaker, the President of Kenya issued a public order number 2 of 2021 during address to the country on 26th March 2021 on COVID-19 pandemic. This order directed lockdown on 5 counties of Nairobi, Kiambu, Machakos, Kajiado, and Nakuru, lifted through public order number 3 of 2021 during president. The result of the interruption highlighted the House Business Committee, pursuant to standing, the House will have 10 sittings. The House will be able to approve the budget estimates as the PFM deadline.